El ídolo caído. No me digas que va a ser un caso de algún asesinato o algo de alguien famoso. De la época. Y voló.
Y voló. Y me hizo volar. Y yo volé de él.
Y me hizo volar.
Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How is that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
¡Ojo!
The
Cerquita.
Chevy Style Line took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
En el cartel de Coca-Cola. Ok. Accidente. Accidente de coche en un terraplén bajo un cartel. El cartel de Cola King. Chevy Style Line. Esta es la marca del coche. Y las víctimas al parecer estaban en un estado no apto para conducir, ¿no? Por decirlo suave. La conductora... No se sabe nada de ella, de la pasajera tampoco. Y hay un sospechoso. Vamos a investigarlo.
See you later, fellas. Try not to work too hard. Tear to my eye watching my caterpillar grow. I'm just trying to fit in. Educated, hardworking,
Creo que no hace falta ir en coche, pero le da caché, le da glamour. Vamos con el coche. Es justo ahí. O sea que... falta como... como se diría, no hace falta, ¿eh? Vale. Accidente, 7:58 de la mañana. Vale, por este terraplén ha caído. Y se ha estrompado con el carro.
June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the two of them still have juice. Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight. What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her stories that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, we'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passenger's a Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
Está de uñas. ¿Qué? Vale, entonces ahora conocemos a...
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
Conocemos a la conductora y a la pasajera. La pasajera está en el hospital, que seguramente hay que ir a hacerle unas preguntas. Y aquí está la conductora. La conductora kamikaze.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of
You?
Beast of...
I don't like. Keep out of this.
Uy, uy, uy. ¿Qué quiere hacer un harem, la Jun? Acusación de haber sido drogada.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claim that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn.
¿Quién?
It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
O sea, que dices que esa rata, pero no sabes quién.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady. And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
Mark Bishop. Es el sospechoso, ¿no?
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He is a movie producer. As for his...
La cosa es que el primero dice, no me acuerdo de quién ha sido, no sé qué, esa rata, y ahora sabe el nombre, ¿no? Hay que estirar un poco el chicle para que hables, ¿no?
involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
It's not going to play that way, Mrs. McAfee. We'll take it from there.
Relax, detective. You're not nearly as cute when you're mad.
What the fuck?
This is a big scene, Phelps. We need to get our bearings. Let's go see the coroner.
Vamos a ver el coche. A ver si desde aquí puedo bajar. ¡Uy, uy! Que me caigo. Vale, por aquí. Vamos a ver el coche, a ver si hay alguna pista. He visto que hay como una especie de sábana aquí en el maletero, a ver qué es.
You'll want to see this, Phelps. It's there, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
What?
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
Voy a dejar de hacer el bobo. A ver, aquí en el bolso. Querida Jessie, por favor, cariño, vuelve a casa. Si te preocupa tu padre, estate tranquila, te ha perdonado todo. Tiene mal genio y es muy orgulloso, pero sigue siendo su niñita y te quiere. Sé que no te dijo todo aquello de corazón. Eres una chica buena y decente, cariño, y Hollywood no es para ti. Yo también tuve 15 años y quise ser como Clara Bow, ponerme trajes elegantes y besar a hombres guapos, pero en cuanto madure y me case con tu padre, supe que nunca... No me ha dado tiempo. Tú también te darás cuenta algún día. Seguro que la tía tal te cuida, pero sigo preocupándome, ya sabes cómo soy. El mundo es muy peligroso para las jovencitas, sobre todo para las que tienen la cabeza llena de pájaros. Los pájaros pueden ser bonitos, pero a veces no te dejan ver lo que tienes ante tus propias narices. Emma y Molly te echan mucho de menos. Emma se está poniendo muy guapa y la pequeña Molly es listísima, como tú a su edad. Necesitan que su hermana mayor las cuide. Querida Jessie, vuelve por favor. Temo por ti. No dejo de pensar que está a punto de suceder algo terrible. Lloro por ti todas las noches. ¿Qué? Tu madre te quiere. Camille Hamilton. Cuidado con esto, porque temo que te pase algo. ¿Es que sabías que podía pasar algo? ¿Tendrás algo que ver o no? Que ya hemos visto en casos anteriores que los familiares muy cercanos pueden estar en la trama principal. Sangre aquí en lo del copiloto.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
Ok, vamos ahí a la zona del copiloto que hay más cosas. Y aquí está la matrícula. Vienen de California. Vale, desde aquí no hay nada más relevante, entonces... Aquí ramas partidas seguramente del golpe. Y vamos a hablar con este buen señor.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
What the fuck?
Well,
Es una cabeza.
not a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Is it real?
No.
Ah,
I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head.
es una cabeza
Some kind
reducida.
of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess, then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
O sea que por esta inocente cabeza podían haber muerto las dos.
Never the same.
Ha sido un
We
intento
should
de,
speak to Ballard
de
again.
asesinato.
She might not be telling us the whole story.
Sí, a ver si sabe algo de esa cabeza. Háblanos sobre tu pasajera.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
And she's your protege?
You could say that. Yeah, that's a nice way to put it.
Y háblanos sobre la cabeza reducida.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
Mientes, boluda, mientes.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent. And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff.
Y además es raro que solo se haya perjudicado la parte de la derecha donde estaba el copiloto. Puede ser casualidad o tal vez no.
Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
Mrs. McAfee, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm going to be okay. These guys can take me home after. My lawyer and I have talked to the news hounds.
Mrs. McAfee, you are still under the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
I think we're good here. Let's go see what we can shake out of the kid.
Sí, vamos al hospital a ver qué nos cuenta Jessica Hamilton.
KGPL to car 11K, 11 King. The car crash victim has regained consciousness at Central Receiving Hospital.
Vale, ha vuelto en sí,
11K
vamos.
Roger, en route.
Cuidado con los bajos. ¿Puedo pasar por aquí? Yo me la juego, ¡Aparta, aparta! Esto es un atajo. Un buen atajo. Hospital Central, 8 y 17 de la mañana. Vale, vamos a preguntar en qué habitación está.
Hello, Detective Phelps. Here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton. Oh, yes. She's in the room, right behind you, Detective.
You can't hold me here. No! I don't need to be manhandled by a doctor. I need my lawyer. Hey, where is the telephone? Do you know who I am?
Advice?
You think she's okay to have visitors? Ask the doc.
Hello, Doctor. I'm Detective Phelps. You're attending to the young lady from the auto accident?
Yes. She's conscious now, but I doubt she'll remember much. She's still feeling some of the after effects.
Jessica was drugged?
She certainly was. Chloral hydrate would be my guess, and there's clear evidence of abuse. She's still a minor, Detective.
Someone planned a double murder to cover up a statutory rape? Swap 7 years for life and gets Guy McAfee on their case? Doesn't make much sense to me.
I guess it depends on what they had to lose.
Hola, buenas.
This morning, Jessica.
A little. My head still feels swimmy.
¿Qué es esto? Jessica Hamilton, hora de ingreso a las 3 menos cuarto, edad 15 años, traumatismo cerebral y magulladuras producido por el accidente. Ok. Pruebas de abuso. Escúchame.
You're making me uncomfortable. Just standing around here looking at me, not...
Hello, Jessica. My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Infórmanos sobre el accidente.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
Si te acuerdas, ¿por qué mientes?
You're holding out on me, Jessica.
Please, I want my doctor. I'm not sure I can answer any more questions right now.
We need to get in touch with your parents, Jessica, to tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
Pues no te ha cuidado muy bien, ¿eh?
Jessica, if you don't want me to call your father, you better tell me what happened.
Please, please don't call Daddy. Why are you being so horrible to me? Can't you see what I've been through?
¿Cómo voy a saber lo que has pasado si no lo cuentas?
How did you meet Mr. Bishop?
Well, Junie is a big movie star. You probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
What do you know about Bishop?
He makes movies. I had to do a screen test. That's when you say some lines in front of the camera with the lights turned on you.
¿Pero por qué es tan erróneas? No entiendo. Pruebas de abuso sexual.
I know what happened to you, Jessica. Where exactly did it take place?
Please, it's scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
Mientes.
God damn it, tell the truth, Jessica.
I am telling the truth. I don't know where the place is. I barely know this city. I think you should leave now. You're being horrible to me.
You should think about going home, Jessica. You're getting mixed up with people who will treat you like last week's trash.
Are you crazy? I can't go home. I want to be a star.
Que no quiere ayudar. No quiere ayudar. En fin.
It's the tale of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be her lawyer. He certainly expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow her.
Persecución time.
There she goes. Come on.
O seguirlos hasta donde vayan, sin que nos vean. Exactamente. Cuidado.
That's it, we're spotted. Back off. Hey, back off.
Como que nos han pillado.
She
Pues no se
seems to
van,
have made a remarkably speedy recovery.
No se van. Vale, paran.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
Vale, vamos.
This is a tasty burger.
Entra en el café sin que te vean.
Baby? No! I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I want. Well, then make someone else do it! You still know people out here, don't you? Then make some calls! I'm gonna be very clear about this. You get this done, or I'm... Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son of a bitch, lives in apartment 8.
Apartamento 803.
Sure, I got the film.
Uy, uy, que no te vean. Que no te vean, Phelps. Lo hemos pillado. Vamos a por Bishop. Venga, hasta luego.
So what's the story? I'm guessing she didn't stop for light refreshments.
She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble headed his way. I've got an address. Wilson's Hotel, apartment 803.
Oh shit, you better step on it.
If he's got any sense, he'll be as far away from home as possible.
If he had any sense, he wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy McCaffrey's wife. Ah, you're gonna kill someone!
Vamos, vamos.
If he had any sense, he wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy McCaffrey's wife in the first place. Or he'd done the job properly. McCaffrey will break a fella's legs just for looking at his property.
What did you make of the kid? You believe her story? I think she was doped out of her tiny mind and given the casting couch. That fucking bitch Ballard sold her out. So if Ballard was doing someone a favor, why did they try to kill her?
All units in the vicinity and call 11K, 11K. Progress at apartment 803, Wilson's Apartment Hotel, 1220 West 7th Street, Westlake Park. 11K code 3, all other units code 2. KGPL clear.
Keep going on this road.
Done it! Get to the apartment before someone gets hurt.
You the cops? I tried to stop them. It's room 803, left out of the elevator.
Vamos.
Sounds like we're about to make it a hat trick of hysterical female witnesses.
Look, lady, I can tell you or I can tell
Give it up! LAPD!
Ya son dos.
I curse you and your children.
All right. You really want to dance?
Ven aquí, calvo. Toma, Toto. Ven aquí, ven aquí. Toma.
I love it when they don't come easy.
Venga. Trincaos.
Are you injured, Mrs. Bishop?
I'm all right now. Those horrible, awful men.
Perhaps you should sit down, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Forgive me, officers. I'm very flushed. I'll just sit down for a moment.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am. Take a moment while we look around.
Yes, thank you.
Jungle
Look at
Drums.
this mess.
Happy General. Tío, qué chulada. La dirección artística del juego, ¿eh? Mira el reloj.
No good to me.
No te sirve. Entonces no puedo utilizar el meme de Messi. Me sirve.
Looks like a mermaid in the background. Silver screen.
Silver
Who are
screen.
these men in the picture?
A saber.
My husband, Mark, and Marlon Hopgood. They work together on occasion. That's Hopgood's shop.
Marlon Hopgood. Eddie Wayson.
Junk.
Basura. Pero eso no lo diga aquí delante de la señora. Seguro que a ella le gusta mucho el disco. Ojito con las pistas que tiene esta gente. Cuidado. Color mixing. Ok. Sigamos buscando entonces. Estaban buscando algo, pero ¿el qué?
I don't think so.
La cuchara y el tenedor de madera. Nada. Aquí nada. Ojo, esto puede ser interesante. Intolerancia a la lucha del amor a través de los tiempos.
Great Wall of Babylon.
La gran muralla
A
de
replica of a
Babilonia.
replica.
La réplica de las réplicas. Ojeta. Otro reloj igual al que hemos visto antes.
Looks like the old movie set downtown.
Ok, un decorado. Y aquí billetes.
Optimistic, Cole.
¿Y esto qué es? Tabaco.
Don't think this is any use to us.
¡Ojo! Los alegres vaqueros.
Presented to Mark.
Silla de montar. Nada, otro guiño a Red Dead. Otro guiño. Ojo, esto puede ser interesante. Un cheque. $20.000. Que en la época seguro que
You have to do to
es
earn
mucho.
$20,000.
En la época seguramente que es mucho. Por aquí nada más. Y esta es ya la calle, ¿no? A ver por aquí. Altercado doméstico. ¿Qué ha pasado aquí, señora?
Those men, I think they work for Guy McAfee. Do you know the name?
No. Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
Hombre, esos movimientos de labios y que mire así con tanta prepotencia, algo sabes.
June Ballard said she had a deal to be in his new picture.
Mark repeatedly told her no. He had Joan Leslie lined up for the role. That's how he got the finance. June made all kinds of threats. She was very rude to me.
You know June Ballard?
We were both on the same picture a few years back. That's how I met my husband.
¿Sabe usted el paradero de Bishop?
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
Dice la verdad. O eso parece.
Or McAfee's people do, Mrs. Bishop. If you care for him, you should make sure that we find him first.
I do care for him. But I don't really know where he'd go if he were in trouble.
Hopgood.
Hopgood might know.
¿Quién es Hopgood? Averigua la dirección del taller. Háblanos sobre el cheque.
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Lorna? Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
Sí.
It's a lot of money, Mrs. Bishop. Doesn't it strike you as unusual?
Perhaps. Movies are expensive to make. You'd be surprised what expenses get hidden in the budget and how the money gets moved around.
Abuso de Jessica Hamilton.
Your husband was at a casting yesterday with a young girl?
Not that I know of. He told me he was looking at locations. The picture's been cast.
Algo sabes.
Jessica remembered a mermaid. The mermaid on the front of the prop store. You better come clean with me.
This is a sick town, Detective. Are you sure you really want to know?
Yep.
The truth is, my husband likes them young.
No me digas.
And you think that's okay?
Es Jeffrey Epstein.
I was 16 when I first met him. I thought he was a genius, a magician with film. I was 20 before I realized he was just a B-movie hack. But he's nothing compared to some of the monsters at these big studios. My guess is Ballard sacrificed her little friend. Happens to a lot of girls.
¿Cómo?
Your husband is in trouble. It could go easier for him if you were more helpful, Mrs. Bishop.
He's a big boy, Detective, and so are you. This is Hollywood. There's always a deal to be done.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Lo que no sé
Cole
si
Phelps, badge 1247.
estas películas son las portadas son parecidas a
I need a
películas
location
reales,
on a
¿sabes?
silver screen prop store.
Just a moment. Silver Screen Props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Thanks.
Perfecto. Thank you. Vámonos. Pilla el gorro. Ahí está. Y nos vamos. Y le das una patada al del tucón. ¿No coges tu
An aging movie star,
sombrero?
wannabe starlet, and movie producer's wife. And finally rubbing shoulders with the almost rich and famous.
And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can act.
La verdad que no son muy buenos actores. Se les ve el plumero a veces.
Mrs. Bishop knows more than she's letting on.
She doesn't
Se pone interesante esto, ¿eh?
seem to realize how much trouble her husband is in. The LAPD are the least of their worries right now.
You'd think she'd have gotten the hint after those hatchet men redecorated her apartment.
Maybe she's just loyal.
Or she's in on it. She didn't seem like your average giddy broad with nothing between the ears.
Or she might just be trying to buy enough time for Bishop to put a couple...
You know, this isn't a tank, Phelps.
Officers help Major 415,
Nope.
1624 West 3rd Street, 1624 West 3rd Street. Any unit to handle code 3, identify.
Silver screen. 10:37 de la mañana. Hello there.
Phelps and Bukowski, LAPD. We're investigating the attempted murder of June Ballard and Jessica Hamilton.
Christ! I'm Marlon Hopgood. How can I help?
You hold castings here?
How'd you hear about that? I got a little soundstage out back.
Lead the way.
Ojo la armadura esta, que chula. Y unos...
So, you coming?
Aquí hay cositas, ¿eh?
Keep him here, Stefan. I'm gonna take a look around.
What's this got to do with me?
Don't try my patience, knucklehead.
Turn off the lights, Hopgood.
Why would I want to do that?
Humor him.
One-way mirrors. There's a room on the other side.
Huh. Well, well. Find a way into that peep den, Phelps. I'll stay here and keep our pervert company.
Otra cabeza de estas diminutas. Pastillas. ¡Ey! Esto es lo que le habían dado a la pequeña, ¿no?
Doping a 15-year-old kid and abusing her in a screen test. What is wrong with these people?
Escúchame, este es amigo de Jeffrey Epstein, ¿eh? Otra cabeza en miniatura. Escúchame, blanco y en botella.
Can't be that way, Phelps. You couldn't fit a rat through there.
Don't think this is anything.
Aquí hay otro espejo parecido. Y hay algo detrás. Dinos cómo ir a esa habitación.
You ever do any work for Mark Bishop?
Mainly do work for the studios. RKO, Republic, Warner Brothers. So yeah, when Bishop was doing work for a studio, yes.
When did you last see him?
Now I'm doing work for his next picture. Still pre-production though. Haven't seen him around here in a while.
Mientes. Pero voy a decir que dudo de lo que dices.
He was here yesterday, and something happened that pushed him over the edge. You're holding out on us, Hopgood.
You know, I have very good connections with the Vice Squad.
Yeah, well, there's a surprise.
They won't appreciate you coming in here and strong-arming me.
Vaya. Mira cómo se ríe el boludo. Hay que buscar la manera de entrar ahí, ¿eh?
Probably nothing.
Mira el sombrero de Marston. De John Marston. Tiene que estar por aquí, ¿no? ¡Uy, uy, uy! ¡Uy, uy, uy! Aquí están pasando cosas. Sala de la cámara secreta. What the fuck? No será de verdad, ¿no? Y aquí está la película, ¿no? Esto es la película. Tambores de la selva.
Jungle Drums, 8th and Francisco. Attention, Mark Bishop.
Aquí hay otra. Mark Bishop, Jessica Hamilton. Esto es turbio, ¿eh? Esto es demasiado turbio.
So what happened to the film of Hamilton's screen test?
Han vaciado las pruebas. Habrá que preguntarle al socio. Los diablos. What the fuck. Esto da mal rollo, ¿eh? Si son mayores es raro, pero si son menores, escúchame, da susto esto. Vale, aquí está el espejo que hemos visto antes. Más cabezas en miniatura. Que al parecer las pintan ellos. Y ahí esa de la derecha es justo la que había en el coche. Algo tenéis que ver.
So this is where you sprang from.
Algo tenéis que ver. Moldes de cabezas reducidas. La droga hundida en las calles. Policía en busca del contrabando de... No se ha visto.
Listen, I have to call you back. I got some business here.
Sit down, Courtney. This is Mickey. Mickey, this is Courtney Sheldon.
Mickey Mouse.
What would you like to drink?
Scotch. Straight out.
I hear you're back at school learning to be a doctor, kid.
Yes. That's right, Mr.
So
Cohen.
you want to be a doctor and a dope peddler. Interesting combination, huh?
Do we have a problem, Mr. Cohen?
We might have, yeah. Selling your dope to my
Parece
boy
Mr.
might
Bean.
look like a good move, but Lenny has been supplying wholesale, so to speak. The Bindle boys in this town aren't used to the juice without a little of the middleman taking his cut.
Lenny promised that wouldn't happen, Mr. Cohen. And Lenny works for you.
What can I say about Lenny? Let me think. Oh yeah, he's a putz. And he's lazy, and he's greedy, but he's my wife's brother. How can you make a cake with those ingredients, huh? Jeez.
So how is that my problem, Mr. Cohen?
Well, kid, the only way we're going to be able to make this work is to do some repackaging. We need to get the dope out of those dinky little cardboard boxes and...
Surrettes.
Yeah, surrettes. Great. We can put it into a big vat so we can water it down a little bit.
I won't bore you with the chemistry, but it doesn't work that way. You're likely to kill even more people.
Okay, listen. We want to buy you out, kid. I'll offer you 50 grand. Hey. Hey! You don't like my offer? The Sheldon kid? I think I want him dead.
Madre mía. Vamos a hablar con el socio, a ver qué dice. Con todas las pistas que hemos visto. No le puede hablar sobre la habitación esa secreta. ¿What? Paradero de Bishop.
McAfee's men are looking for Bishop. We need to find him first. Any idea where he might have gone to ground?
If he really tried to kill McAfee's wife, my advice to him would be to leave town.
Dice la verdad.
You're delivering props to jungle drums on 8th Street?
Bishop is using that old rundown wreck of a set. That place is dangerous. But it might be a good spot to hide.
That's all for now, Hopgood. We're taking you in.
Phelps! Roy Earl, advice. Hold on a moment. This is clearly a vice case. You've been roughing up my informant?
Hopgood is a vice informer?
Yes, he is, Phelps, and a very important one. Look at that mug. Have you been upsetting these two officers, Marlon?
So we just drop it?
You do if you know what's good for you. You need to catch the movie producer before an angry husband does, from what I'm hearing.
I'll be making a full report to the captain, Detective.
You do that, kid. We're all very impressed with you.
Let it slide, Cole. Let's get out of here.
Detectives.
Johnny Goldberg. You work for Mickey C.
That's right, detectives.
You wouldn't happen to know the guys who roughed up Mrs. Bishop earlier today by any chance?
No, not us. We don't do that kind of thing. It's the husband we'd like to talk to.
This is a police matter. You don't want to be taken in for obstruction of justice, do you, boys?
You could try the obstruction rap, but it won't stick. We can beat that.
You've had your 10 cents worth, gentlemen.
Bishop knows how the world works. Mrs. McAfee hits him up for a movie part. Happens every day. But Bishop takes it a step too far and tries to rub out Mrs. McAfee. Naturally, Guy is going to get upset.
What made you think Bishop would be here?
We figure he might be planning a little accident for Hopgood, too. Those two guys have got some unfinished business. You let us know if you find Bishop. Guy McAfee can be a very generous man.
I'm only going to warn you once, gentlemen. Stay out of this. This is a police matter. We will be
Se pone
bringing
muy
Mark
interesante
Bishop
este
into
caso.
custody.
At least he's polite. Kind of dumb, but polite.
But I'm a lot less polite, you smug son of a bitch. So let me put it in ruder terms that even a pair of blockheads like you might understand. The only reason that you don't have bars on your windows already is because you're small fry. And we don't waste our time on small fry. You stay away from Bishop, and you stay away from me. Is that clear enough for you, asshole? Now run along back to your boss so we can pat you on the head and tell you what good boys you are.
Explicado.
I don't think they like you.
Coño.
Oh, shit. Get us out of here.
Vámonos. Aparta, Totito.
I need to be closer, Cole.
Venga, uno menos.
They really don't want anybody getting to Bishop before they do.
Ojito, están cabreados los mapas. Toma, Toto. han cabreado los mafiosillos.
Let's see him chase us now. On to the movie set, Phelps. Let's roll.
Oh, Christ. When they say working traffic is like watching paint dry.
You know how to piss people off, Bukowski.
Hey, if they're prepared to gun down cops in broad daylight, McAfee really means business.
Seems like we're the only ones who want Bishop alive.
I have a good mind just to let him go work on the son of a bitch. I'm about done putting my life on the line to protect some child molester.
That's our job, unfortunately. They don't get to dole out the justice.
Vale, aquí estamos. Plató de tambores de la selva. 5:30 de la tarde. Cuidado. Cuidado con el plató.
There's the slippery bastard now.
No. God damn it.
Sí, vamos a por él. Decorado de la intolerancia. Ojo, vamos. Ven aquí, pedófilo. Ven aquí, pedófilo. Lo malo es que este tío se sabe muy bien esto. Porque es suyo, ¿sabes? El plató. Pero bueno, está mayor y vamos a pillarlo. Ven aquí, ven. Está mayor pero corre el tío, ¿eh? Tiene complejo de Usain Bolt. Ven, ven, ven. ¿Dónde estás? Joder. Vamos. Momento del Assassin's Creed. Cole, 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 cole. Buah. Vamos. Vamos, 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 vamos. Aquí vamos a esperar un poco, que si no nos da una patada. Esa me la sé yo. Son trucos muy viejos. Esos son trucos muy viejos. Vamos, vamos. No te pongas tonto que te tiro desde aquí arriba, ¿eh? No, no harás un salto de fe ahora. Vamos, alejo. 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 No tienes escapatoria. ¡Oh! Está guapísima este capítulo. Para allá.
Bishop, you're under arrest for the attempted murder of June Ballard and the rape and attempted murder of Jessica Hamilton.
All right, I'll come quietly. Just don't.
Que no se acerque.
If you found me, then McAfee's goons will too. Oh, we need to get out of here.
Hostia, esos son los matones.
All right, but you stay close. Any tricks, and I'll save McAfee's boys the trouble.
Follow me. I know another way out of this place.
Hostia. Y ahora vamos a tener que encubrirlo para que no lo maten.
Christ, detective, they're trying to kill me.
Pues no haber hecho lo que ha hecho, pedófilo de mierda. Joder, y ahora lo tenemos que salvar. Manda huevo. Dime que podemos coger la Thompson. Ah, no era una Thompson, pero escúchame, me sirve.
Kill them for God's sake! I don't want to die.
LAPD, you're making a big.
Vale.
Really hurts. Oh my God, they're everywhere.
Wow.
There's no way out of here. I thought you said you knew where you were going.
We have to jump for it.
Hay que saltar. ¿Dónde? ¿Dónde? Loco. Espérate que pillo la Thompson. Ahora sí que soy un mafioso, ¿eh? ¡Vamos! ¡Alejo! Yo. ¿Dónde? 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 Oh, qué guapo. Mal sitio para cubrirte, amigo. Dios. Vamos, vamos. I don't wanna die.
How long do you think you can hold out?
¡Ey! Mi sombrero. Toma. Asoma, asoma.
There's an army of them. We're done for.
El sombrero lo primero. Ah, no puedo pillar ya la Thompson. Vamos, vamos. Estoy. Estoy.
Get him over here, I'll cover you. Come on, the cavalry's here.
Que viene la caballería, vamos. Es grande el plató.
Let's go. Stay with me.
Those barrels at the base of the elephant column. They're full of gasoline. Shoot them quickly.
You're surrounded. The bunnies are dead.
Follow me. Come on. Keep moving.
¡Boom! Te vas a quedar sin plató, pero me da igual. Me da igual.
Follow me. We need to get him to the car.
Vamos, vamos, viejo verde.
Weapons on the ground now.
All right, let's go. Now.
Need another.
Shoot those sons of bitches.
Con la Thompson.
Bishop, that's enough.
Vamos.
Get him to the car. I can cover you from here.
Keep them off.
La poli. Perdón. Buff.
Now this is what I call a result. Mark Bishop, erstwhile film producer, an all-around piece of shit, catches a fast ticket to Quentin for statch rape and attempted murder. So he gets to spend the next 15 years playing sissy instead of sticking it to little girls. That is justice, capital J, Detective Phelps. Developed such a reputation, I'm not going to be able to hold on to you any longer. You're getting promoted. Go on, get your new assignment.
Buff.
It was good working with you, son.
Ascenso time. Ahí está. Momento ascenso. Merecido, este caso está guapísimo.
Phelps, Bukowski, this your work?
Can I help you, Detective?
Sorry, Cap. Didn't see you there.
Yeah, I'll bet you did. This is a traffic case. You need something?
I'm here to buy a drink for the 2 LAPD traffic cops who broke the back of Guy McAfee's private army. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Captain?
Go right ahead.
Get in. I'm buying. You'll like this place.
Digo, me suena ese logo, claro, de las pantallas de carga.
The hopheads love it.
Sure, I guess.
big bands and swing, I can understand, but this bebop palaver? How are you supposed to dance to that? This is Phelps, Leroy. Be nice to him. You'll like this place. They treat you right.
You like a table, Roy?
What do you think we want to do? Stand at the bar like
I'll
chumps?
get a table ready for you.
Don't look so happy to see me, Alphonse. I might get the wrong impression. Cole, this is Alphonse. He's a French Negro from Africa. Can you beat that?
The Congo.
A pleasure to meet you, Alphonse. Is Elsa singing tonight?
Yes, she is. She has the
Elsa.
Come on, Cole. You can meet Elsa while they're fixing us a table. You'll like her. She's something else.
Maybe another night, Roy. She's pretty beat up about it.
Get your hands off me. Don't ever tell me what to do or what not to do, Alphonse. You got a nice club here. Don't spoil it.
If you will follow me, detectives. Just through the door.
He was my only real friend, hale. We went through it all. Do you realize what he meant to me?
Of course I do.
You have no idea. You said it was construction work.
Este es el de los periódicos.
Accident, Elsa. How can I be held responsible?
Elsa, are you going on?
Louis, for God's sake, he was my best friend. The only man who ever loved me without putting his hands on me.
Hi, Elsa. Here's someone I'd like you to meet. Cole Phelps, war hero and crime fighter extraordinaire.
And why would I want to meet another fascist from the LAPD?
What?
Sorry about this, Cole. What an evening I'm having. First a Negro puts his hands on me, and then this. Who do you think you're talking to, you German junkie whore? Don't you ever forget your place with me again.
Vaya gilipollas.
Evening, Doc. How's business?
Sanguine. Louis, help me here. I'm gonna have to give her something before her performance.
Blow it off, Cole. These artsy-fartsy types always get a little flighty. Meet Dr. Harlan Fontaine, doctor to the stars. Mr. Fix-It to the mental wreckage of Hollywood.
What?
So what about that drink, boys?
Aquí están pasando cosas. Aquí están pasando cosas.